Hi, I'm Kim Jackson, and today I'm going to be pitching my concept idea for this module. I made a poster which will be accompanying my pitch, and it will give a clear visual outline of the key areas of my research. So, if I share my screen, you should be able to see said poster. Okay, should be on your screen now. As we know, today's commercial dance industry is quite demanding. It demands physical training under strict schedules, and there's a lot of competitive pressure. Dancers are not given enough sick leave or recovery time, and they fear that if they do take this time off, that they could be replaced. Because of this, dancers push through acute or chronic injuries, and without this proper recovery time, these injuries can quickly become career stunting or even career ending. Let's have a look at my aims for this exploration. In my surface research for this topic, I came across a survey published by Amy Vassallo in 2017 that shares some eye-opening stats about how common injuries are in dance. Out of 195 professional dancers, 97%, said that they'd had a major injury in their career, which was a 9% jump from the same survey done a decade earlier. This rise highlights how tough the industry is becoming, with the long hours, intense training, strict schedules, and barely any time to recover. These injuries are growing. And while these pressures I know come with the job, I feel that dancers' well-beings shouldn't be pushed aside as a cost for performance. That's why my main aim for this project is to look into why dancers' well-being and injury prevention are so overlooked in professional settings, and how we can find suitable solutions and compromises that benefit both parties, dancer and director. To meet my aims, I'll be using a mix of methods that explore injury in the dance industry. My primary research will include interviews with dancers who've had significant injuries, along with a survey or surveys answered by my peers. This will give me real stories and first-hand experiences of injury training and industry pressure in subjects and demographics that may not be explored through academics. For my secondary research, I'll be looking at online sources that offer stats and evidence on injury patterns across different environments, demographics, and dance styles done by industry professionals that really know what they're doing. But why is this such an important topic to cover? Injury in the commercial dance world is a serious yet under-talked about issue. My research focuses on dance, whereas most research focuses on sports like football or running or rugby. There's far less attention on dance, especially when it comes to the different styles, environments, or dance demographics. By exploring this gap myself, I can highlight the real experiences that dancers face when they get injured and bridge the gap with these demographics. As someone in pre-professional training, I have seen how common injuries are and how often they can be brushed aside or overlooked. This project comes from a personal drive to push for a more supportive and sustainable future for dancers. With this project, I want to influence how the dance industry views success and sustainability by putting dancers' well-beings on the same level as performance. The goal is a cultural shift where long-term health matters just as much as technical excellence. In my documentary, in this module, I'll look at injury in dance overall, including stats and patterns that aren't usually talked about, as well as ones that are. Then in my essay, I'll dig deeper into these underexplored topics and more personal experiences and break down the specific industry pressures that link to injury in professional dance. Okay, she'll be back to the big screen now. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. That's just about everything that I have to cover. I hope that this pitch has given you a clearer insight into what exactly my ideas are for my research and how I'm going to develop these ideas. I just really want an industry that is supportive and just really helps our dancers and provides them with the resources that they need to succeed and have a long career. I personally am in professional training right now, and I would love an industry to go into that has the proper support and resources needed to support injury and allow for dancers to put their well-being and mental health first rather than the pressure of performance. And I want to try and get rid of that stigma around injury and just allow that everyone can support each other. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation. I really appreciate it, and I will hope to see you in my documentary. Thank you.